Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another live stream by the Option School, where we talk about option trading strategies, and adjustments in trading strategies. This is your friend Pradeep Singla. Sorry for a little bit of delay, and what we are seeing in the markets is another big fall. And let's see how these falls impact option sellers, right? Most of you. Obviously and hopefully are option sellers and option traders, you can say, right? For a normal trader, definitely yes, this can be something very uh, difficult to absorb, because what happens is most of the conventional traders are dependent on buying the stocks, and then if the stocks go up, they will make money. If the stocks do not go up, they will not make money. In fact, there are not many ways of handling these kind of big falls. But for an option seller, falling market or rising market, they are very similar. Rather, I will say, okay, I will hold on to my opinion, that okay, when the markets were going up in last 2 3 4 months, it was a similar situation, and now markets are falling. This is also a similar situation for an hedged option trader, especially even if you are directional or non-directional option trader. If you are hedged option trader, for you the situation is very similar, and there is hardly anything to worry. Rather, there are certain things we should be happy about this big fall. Let me share what are those things. With due regards to anybody who is having certain portfolios and they are getting badly affected because of these falls, obviously I am talking about only a positional option seller. I'm not talking about those. And I have all my you can say sympathies and regards to all those people who are having some uh, portfolios. Even I am having some portfolios. Obviously, when markets fall like this, all those portfolios do get affected, right? Thanks, Mr. Akshay, for confirming and that the voice is audible, and hopefully uh, you are in good health now. You are recovering from Mumbai hospital, and hopefully you're in a much better shape now, right? And thanks, Mr. Rajiv, for confirming that my voice is audible. So nice of you. Let us start. All of you who are new to the channel, please go ahead and click on the subscribe button. While you're doing that, please click on the bell icon also, so that whenever we are doing a live stream, you get a notification. And most of the working days, we are doing a live stream at 9 p.m. And all the members of the family of this channel, we have now a good members, good numbers. For all of you, the request is yes. Even before we start the actual video, you need to click what? You need to click the like button. And thanks for doing that already. Many of you have done that. So nice of you. Okay, so see what has happened today. In fact, we opened up. It was a gap up opening, which was decent opening from yesterday's uh, closing, right? If you see 9:46, yesterday markets expired somewhere around 13.8, 8:20 or 8:18, somewhere that. So we had a very good opening today. It was around 125, 126 points above yesterday's closing, right? So with the positive opening, but I do not know what happened to the markets, and after that it started going down, and somewhere here it started losing all the steam. And see here, at around 12:45 it went down, a little bit of recovery, but in the last half an hour at around 3 o'clock, it really tanked down. Right. So if you see, we had a low of 13,596. Very scary. All the support levels and the levels where which we thought that okay, market will halt for few days at least, not sustaining anything and falling below 13,600 levels. Last few minutes, little bit of recovery, and ultimately market closing at 13,634. If you see open to close, that's really scary. So 13,946, 13,634, more than 300 points from open to close. That is very tough, and markets are straightway challenging our finance minister that okay, see what we have done. Now the onus is on you. The challenge is on you to improve the sentiment and bring the markets up, right? And if you see high low is still scary. It's almost maybe 30 points less than 400 points. So 370, 380 points, high low. Obviously, if I say this was not expected, I will not say this was not expected. Definitely, this was expected that okay, some fireworks will definitely happen because may not be because of any global events today, but maybe because of we are staring at a very big event for stock markets, that is budget, which is now on Monday. So obviously, it was expected that okay, either market will really go up or market will go down, and most of the I'll say drama has been done by the market in the uh, last 45 minutes or so, and it has gone down substantially. And now with this, what has happened is obviously when markets have gone down, VIX has also gone up. So in fact, today morning, what we are saying when markets were uh, positive, the VIX was not at all going up. And if VIX do not go up before such an important event, I think it's an insult to the event also, right? So VIX definitely should go up because it's not a small event. So yes, markets tanked down, VIX went up. So what does all this mean? Now, first thing is why markets are going down. So we have a very clear reason, which is this, right? See what FIs are now up to. It seems everything has changed for them now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, right? What is happening. So today it was very severe. 5930 is not a small number. 5930 amount of selling. Our DIs again trying to play contra to FIs, but the difference in the quantity is so huge that ultimately market has to tank down by almost 300 points. And same thing has happened yesterday also. We have seen a big fall yesterday also, day before yesterday also. From last Thursday onwards, last Thursday uh, was 21st of January when markets had touched a high of I do remember that number 14753, and this Friday market is 13634, more than more than 1100 points. That's pretty fast. So this kind of fast fall, obviously, all of us were worried about this right from not only from January, but in fact from October, November, December onwards. All of us were worried that okay, this may be all-time high. Now it will fall. Now it's all-time high. Now it will fall. Right from 12,400 onwards, most of people like me were talking about this. That okay, this will fall. This will fall. This will fall. What is happening is this was basically a liquidity-driven market. This was not a fundamental driven market. So it was a liquidity driven market, and if you squeeze out liquidity from the market, obviously market has to fall with a not only with the equal speed but with a bigger speed. Right now it all depends upon our event, which is first Feb. The budget event, whether we do certain things that okay, it further promotes liquidity, then we may again start moving up, or there are certain big bang announcements, certain great announcements which will create a lot of jobs. We all know, you see, because of this pandemic, there is definitely a stress at the ground level, and markets were not at all reflecting that stress. So whether some big changes are brought at the ground level by our finance minister, and at least some good announcements, uh, maybe then this liquidity outflow can be stopped, and then markets can behave normally. I'm saying whatever is happening from last 4 months is abnormal. The way markets were going up, and now the way markets are going down without any rhyme and reason, uh, it is all very abnormal, and the speed is very high, right? So what happened today? If you see the heat map again, all the good names, right? This really scares you when all the best of the names, Infosys, Reliance, see what is their contribution in this 183 points. 182.95 is the total fall in the Nifty from previous day's closing. Out of that, 32 rupees contributed by Reliance. It's not there is a news going on that okay, in last 1 hour or last 45 minutes, huge quantity of Reliance is sold, but Reliance is not the only culprit. Reliance out of this 183 rupees has contributed only 31 rupees 57 paisa. Infosys has contributed 32 rupees. So both of them have contributed around 63 rupees. Another 20, again a great name, HDFC, TCS, Maruti. So 50 points, roughly 50 points by these three big names, 63 points by them, so 110 points by these five names, and then little bit of contribution by almost everybody. It's saying that okay, because of this, ultimately markets have really tanked on. All good names have gone down. What Mr. Gunjan is saying, big brokers, that big FIs are selling because to fund their losses of 10 billion in GameStop and AMD in this week. Melvin Capital and two other hedge funds are involved. So, Mr. Gunjan, when we see a selling like this, 56, 59, 5930 crores, I will say it is much more uniform and broader rather than only few FIs, right? The amount is huge. Had it been like this kind of a number, 765, 635, these kind of numbers, we could have said that okay, maybe whatever is happening in GameStop and they're trying to reduce their losses and they're pulling up funds, but continuously this much of funds and 5900 crores in a day. I don't think that's only a GameStop game, right? It has to be much more than that. And maybe I do not know whether this is a way to put a pressure on the authorities that okay, see, if you're going to do something stupid, the markets will fall like this. If you're going to do something really good, we will definitely come back to you and we will invest in your market. So this is a way of throwing a challenge, way of putting a pressure also. But anyway, economies are not at all dependent that okay, how these FIs will behave. Although yes, they are important component of the economy. So finance minister has to see a lot of other things compared to only playing for the markets, right? So let's see. A big, wide, open challenge thrown by FIs to our finance minister, and I'm 100% sure she will come up with the flying colors. And this is the budget wherein a negative rally is there before budget, and maybe we will see a very good positive rally after the budget, maybe because of the kind of budget. Uh, Fact is, yes, expectations are, in spite of all the announcements done, expectations are very low based on past experiences. So this is a right platform to pull out a rabbit and then make some good announcements, and suddenly markets will start turning towards other side also, hopefully. And it's a wishful thinking, right? Even if you see VIX, I would love to have it somewhere around 27, 28, but at least it has gone to 25, which is almost all time high for a month, or maybe for last 2 3 months. This is almost the highest VIX we have seen, which is okay, right? Had it gone to 27, 28, that would have made the things more interesting, because the VIX has gone up. And in case things settle down, and if VIX has gone up only because of local event, definitely it will have little bit of reduction on Monday after the budget, hopefully, right? Now, this is the whole scenario, and in this whole scenario, uh, if you are an option seller, what is the impact on you, right? So what kind of impact we can expect on option sellers? So generally, you see, falling markets, everybody feel very bad, very depressive, very frustrated. But definitely, this is not the case for option sellers. We have seen, all of us are option sellers. What we have seen is that okay, uh, even markets rising the way they had gone up foolishly, that was also very scary for option sellers. And these falling markets are equally good or equally bad. But then there are certain points which say that okay, these kind of markets are slightly better for option sellers, right? So what Mr. Vivek Chandra is saying, in spite of big fall, market bet was only 80% to confirm complete bearish syndrome, and market bet should be below 60%. Hence, breadth does suggest a bounce back. Okay, that's a good input, Mr. Chandra. Thanks for that. Okay, let us see Don't get surprised by this. I'm a option seller big time from last almost 14 years. Falling markets are generally liked by option sellers, right? Falling markets are generally liked by option sellers. Why? During the fall, generally the VIX goes up and premiums also go up. So if you're an option seller, most of the times what you are looking for is you need to collect more premium. It's a premium game. It's a decay game. For almost all option sellers, it's a decay game. For option buyers, it is a swing game. So it's delta versus theta versus vega. If you know about Greek, so option sellers really want that. Okay, VIX goes up, and I remember when VIX has gone to 70 75. It was a dream run for option sellers. The kind of premiums you were getting was fantastic, right? So if you're a option seller, nothing to feel bad about this fall. Yes, obviously overall sentiment takes a beating. You see what happens, all the media, all the channels, everything, everybody feels unnecessarily happy when markets go up, even if they do not have any stocks, even if they are not making any profits out of it. There is a sort of a, I'll say, marketing, or there is sort of a environment that okay, if market goes up, that is very good, and we will have some band and this and that if market touches these levels, because still 80% of traders are conventional traders. 80% of traders want the market to go up because basically still the kind of trading they are doing is buy and then sell. But option seller is a complex trader, right? He can take benefit of falling markets also. He can take losses in rising markets also. So for option seller, movement is movement. It can be on upside, it can be on downside. But in on upside, the problem happens is that markets moves up, VIX doesn't go down, so he doesn't get good opportunities to adjust his position. He doesn't get good opportunities to create new positions to cover his old positions. But when markets go down, VIX really goes up, premiums also go up, and when premiums go up, increased premiums always make it better for option sellers to execute the strategies, right? So if you are an option seller, that basically means you are first selling and later on you will buy. So if you sell at a higher price and later on you buy at a lower price, it is always profitable. There is a risk, obvious risk is always there with the speed with which market falls. If the speed of the fall is very high, yes, definitely the risk is there. But that risk can be really almost nullified or reduced drastically with proper hedging, right? But the kind of premiums you get in falling markets, and then and VIX goes to 25, 26, 27, 28 and sustains there, uh, you get very juicy trades. And if you are initiating trades after that, that is really good for option sellers. So I don't know, with due regards to everybody who are feeling bad about falling markets, if you're an option seller, I think you should not feel very bad about these falling markets. Rather, um, as a seller, it's a good thing, right? So if trader creates positions after the fall, extremely good risk reward is there in most of the standard strategies. Most of the simple strategies start working very well for us in case we are creating these positions after this fall. After the fall means, again, the assumption is with the fall the volatility will rise, with the rise in VIX the premiums will rise, and option selling is a game of premiums only, right? If this is the scenario, then what's the problem? Let me tell you what is the problem. And I let me give you some examples why I'm saying extremely good risk reward is there in most of the standard studies. Just give me a 5 seconds break. If you're seeing it on mobile, just close this chat window and click on the like button and come back to the chat. If you're not seeing it on mobile, you can very well click on the like button. Encourage us for by giving few more likes, and I'll be back in just 5 seconds. Great, thanks for all of you who have clicked on the like button. So nice of you. Really thankful to all of you. Okay, now if I give you an example, suppose you are creating an iron condor, and VIX is on one instance the VIX is 20, on other instance the VIX is 26. So what will happen? You will get excellent net credit even at a wider distance. You create an iron condor at, let us say, 600 points. If the VIX is 20, you hardly get a premium of 50 rupees. But if the VIX is 27, even at 500 600 points, you can get a premium of around 75 rupees. So the whole risk reward changes when the VIX goes up, and if you're creating those kind of strategies. I remember when VIX was 60 70, we were creating iron condos at 2000 points distance and still getting 80 rupees. So 2000 points, 80 rupees, you need to be really really unfortunate to lose money on those kind of trades, right? So a standard strategy is iron condor. If VIX really goes up, uh, yes, it gives you good returns because the amount of credit you are picking up from the market. Now if it's a 100 points game and you already picked up, let us say, 75 rupees or 80 rupees or 85 rupees, then whatever happens to the market, your risk is very very limited and you have time to cover those 15 20 rupees. So at least you are very sure that, okay, this trade is not going to give me any significant loss. If what will happen will be profit only, right? Then let us say you want to create butterflies, very wide butterflies at a small risk. I remember when VIX was very high, we were able to create a butterfly of 1800 1900 points at a cost of hardly 15 20 rupees, right? Although obviously the VIX has still not gone to those levels, and those levels will be really difficult psychologically to handle. But otherwise, yes, if VIX stays to 25 26 27 levels, these are good opportunities. And if market the way the markets have gone up, right, from 10,800 to 14,753, these 4,000 points, the way markets have gone up, if they are going to uh, take away their money with the equivalent or a faster speed, let me tell you, the VIX will keep on rising. The premiums will keep on rising, and it's similar for an option seller. Whether it's a falling market, whether it's a rising market, you need to control your nerves and you need to create the trades where the risk is very very limited. And in falling markets, premiums you get are very high. And in any trading equation, if you have already received 80 90% of the possible trade value, then your risk is hardly anything, right? So you can create very good butterflies if VIX keeps on rising. If you create strangles, excellent premiums at wide strangles, right? So even at 1500 points, if you get 50 60 70 rupees even in a weekly strangle, what else we want? Although yes, markets can really move at a faster speed, but yes, you can still create a lot of trades, and obviously some kind of protections can be purchased. So nothing to feel very bad about this falling markets. If you are an option seller, it's a good opportunity to cover up some money which you were not able to make maybe in last 3 4 months, right? What Mr. Chandra is saying, absolutely right. The best time for option seller when VIX is high, but I would have been happier if VIX is hovering around plus 30. ये दिल मांगे more, right? So every time you want that, okay, little bit of more, so that you are able to create a lot of trades where chances of losing money are really low, right? So what is the problem in these kind of falling markets with this speed? What can be the problem? Not much for option sellers. As I've been saying in this presentation right from the beginning, no problems at all for option sellers. Small issues definitely can come. One of the problem is that if VIX keeps on rising at speed, even after we have created position. Now we are here talking as if we have not taken any positions, and we are just seeing the opportunities. And now market is throwing us opportunities. Now we will create positions. Suppose you create positions at a VIX of 24, and from there VIX goes to 25 26 27. Definitely the kind of uh, loss you will get because of Vega, because of change in VIX, that will not allow you to capture any quick profits. And there is no upper limit to VIX also, right? It's not that, okay, if it has gone to 25 or 26, um, it cannot go to 30 or it cannot go to 35. I have seen VIX more than 120 also, right? I remember there was some bad news for supply, and most of the options were trading at 120 125 VIX, implied volatility, right? So one of the problem is that if VIX keeps on rising, once you have created the position, even after that VIX keeps on rising, then the Vega risk doesn't allow you to close your positions at a profit very quickly. But ultimately, yes, theta will take care, a decay will happen, market will expire at some level, and profit is definitely there, right? And you require to do frequent adjustments because of swing of the market, because VIX will keep on rising only if markets keep on swinging. It will not happen that okay, market is very stable and VIX keeps on rising. Generally, that doesn't happen unless and until there is some big event, right? So what will happen, you create some trades and markets keep on swinging, you do some adjustments, and even after doing adjustments you're not getting any positive influence because VIX is rising. uh, as a trader, obviously you're bound to feel disappointed, frustrated that okay, in this trade I have done 10 adjustments and still nothing is happening. But let me tell you, all the profit is hidden in all those adjustments, and the end of the day market will expire at some level and everything will fall in place, right? But yes, for conventional traders, they are very important part of the markets, right? They are the main people in the market. I'm not at all any way trying to demean any conventional traders. When we say conventional traders, basically we mean that people who just buy some mutual funds, right? What mutual funds can do, they can just buy stocks, right? In this falling markets they can't do anything, right? In falling markets most of the time you see that okay, they keep on buying the things because they are trying to somewhere average out their earlier purchases, right? So because otherwise they do not have anything to do, they cannot sell calls and they cannot sell futures and create kind of a place where falling markets will give them profits. They are basically into conventional trades wherein they need to buy the stocks only, and by buying stocks or removing some stocks or churning their stocks they have to bring money. So these kind of traders, definitely falling markets do not suit them at all. So they have to really depend on derivative trades to do even to safeguard their capital which is invested in the uh, cash markets, right? So there is no problem, no need to worry that okay, why market is falling. No, do not worry at all, right? So hopefully not many trades are taken at present by most of us. We have been talking about this from so many days that not keep your position size low, keep your position size low. And since we have not taken many trades now, uh, as markets go down, what we can do is we can trade in staggered manner and keep on increasing our trades, keep on increasing our hedge trades. If market is falling, instead of a Z lizard, maybe a reverse Z lizard, maybe a good butterfly, maybe a good iron condor. All these trades work wonderfully well. Close your books on calendar spreads and diagonal spreads, right? High wicks doesn't suit those trades, but yes, all forms of condors, iron condors, zed lizards, reverse zed lizards, butterflies, iron butterflies, these work wonderfully well even if the wick sustains over 23, 24, 25, 26, right? That will be really good, right? So no panic, just patiently wait and take benefit of the opportunity. Now, since you do, if you do not have many of the trades, so what you can do is you can still uh, enjoy the budget. Do not feel good or bad about rising or falling markets, right? And as and when the opportunity comes, you take your trades. Now nowadays one trick which market has adopted is it will do something for the whole day, and suddenly after 2:45 it will become as if it's an expiry day and it will start moving towards one direction. So it's very important nowadays to pick up your fighting strategies somewhere close to 315, 320, and take your decisions based on what is happening in the market at 2:45 to 3:30. If it's a completely hedge strategy, doesn't matter much. But yes, definitely many times we have seen that okay, whatever market is doing during the whole day, that may get further aggravated in the last 45 minutes, or it may get totally reversed. Market was falling by 100 points, and in last 45 minutes, not only it has covered those 100 points, it has gone up by another 50, 60 points. So those things are definitely happening. So just be careful while initiating the trades that okay, whatever we are doing in the calculation, suppose in the calculation I am saying that okay, iron condor should get me 80 rupees. While doing the execution, it should not happen that okay, instead of getting 80 rupees, I'm getting only 74 rupees. So 6 rupees benefit is really gone, right? And for traders with lot of cash positions, I will definitely suggest, please buy some protections. uh, I do not know whether markets will fall or not, but the way things are going on in the markets right now, you see, there were no fundamentals, no doubt about that. That okay, there was no reason for the market to rise like that. But since lot of liquidity was there, markets were rising, and nobody was complaining. But now, in case things are reversing, it can become really messy, right? In a week's period, they have brought the markets down by 1,000 points, and you never know. Even seeing at option chain, it looks really wide open for a lower side. So most of the analysts will keep on giving you a lower target, that okay, if market breaks 13.7, it will go to 13.5. If it breaks 13.5, it will go to 13.3. Yes, we also know that, right? If market wants to go to 13.2, obviously first it will touch 13.4, 13.5, 13.3, and then only it will go to 13.2. So these are the known facts. There are some standard supports, but the speed with which market is falling, if FIs will continue to withdraw their funds like this, things can go slightly more dirty. So it's always better you buy some protections. Now, sometimes it's not possible to buy protections for each and every stock, right? So if the stock uh, is one of the Nifty stocks, or if it is pretty well correlated to Nifty, then you can always buy. Maybe if you have a, let us say, 10 lakhs portfolio, better to buy one put of Nifty only, so that if there will be a fall in your cash portfolio, to some extent that put will compensate for that. Suppose your portfolio is worth 20 lakhs, so maybe you can go ahead and buy two puts, right? So this is one thing. If you are having good cash portfolio, you must do, so that you see, there can be losses, but it's always better to buy some insurances. And people who are looking for long term strategies like covered call, I think this can be a great opportunity. You can sell even a 13,000 put at around 100 rupees now, and if market goes to 13,000, you can square off that put, and then you can purchase your Nifty piece and then start doing a covered call, right? So in any case, instead of lot of uh, all these members I know, and we wanted to do a covered call at around 14,300, 400 levels, now you may get an opportunity which is almost 10 to 15% lower than those levels. So maybe the first covered call you can initiate at 13,000, and second at 12,500, if market gives you an opportunity. And obviously, if market doesn't give you that opportunity, the purchased put will give you some good profit, right? So these opportunities are definitely there. Uh, Hopefully, if fundamentally things are good, there are a lot of buyers sitting who were thinking that okay, we have missed the opportunity, and this bus has really ran away, and they may jump in and start doing a lot of buying. But again, you see, all these retail traders would not be able to match the kind of volumes which these FIs can really take away from the market. So that can be a difficult fight, retail versus FIs, right? But yes, ultimately, these can be used as good opportunities also. But yes, if you are using them as a good opportunity, if you're doing something like cash secured put, that is the beginning of the process. You must know what you need to do after that. We have done one video which said that okay, how safe is your cash secured put? That is the beginning of the game. It doesn't mean that okay, you have purchased the stock with your cash and now the things end. Basically, that is the time when things start for you, and you have to take care of those positions, right? uh, let's see how things go up, and hopefully there are no uh, you can say bad trades which are giving you some sleepless nights. So even if those kind of things are there, you are very well in the game. By buying some protections, the markets will not start behaving the way they should be behaving on budget at 9:15 in the morning. So maybe from 9:15 to 10 o'clock to even up to 10:30, because initial 30 to 45 minutes of budget, again there are not many announcements, there are some contexts given. So you will still get time of almost not less than 60 minutes to 90 minutes to take care of your positions. If you feel that okay, you're not able to think on certain good things for your positions, it's better to scare off the positions or buy some protection, and then wait, then see what is happening for the whole day. In the whole day, markets may go up, Markets may go up and give you some opportunities. Market may go down and give you some opportunities. Only thing is, we need to know that okay, what exactly we want from the markets, right? So both opportunities in both the directions are generally expected during budget day and during few following days also. It's not only first, things uh, can be volatile even for second, third, fourth also. So be careful, take care of all your trades. Is there a coefficient of correlation between premium and VIX? It is 100% one, right? It's if VIX will go up, premium will also go up. So calculation of employed volatility says price at the top, right? Again, there are other factors, Mr. Chandra, which says that there will, it all depends upon the time also, how much time for expiry is left, which strike price you are using, what is the level of the underlying. So all those things also matter. But yes, it's a very straight direct correlation. So welcome to all of you who are joining our tomorrow's adjustments and firefighting techniques, 30th of January. Uh, all of Many of you have already enrolled for this. If you're a Smart Hedge member, obviously you get 40% discount on the rate of the workshop. So we'll be talking some interesting things and we'll be sharing some good material with you. We have already prepared for that. I do not know. I was getting some news that okay, in Haryana, it's in Haryana and some other states also. It's only in Haryana. It's it's in Haryana that okay, the internet may not be working tomorrow. So anybody who is from Haryana and he has already enrolled for the workshop, he need to see that okay, whether he will be able to attend or not. If he is not able to attend, definitely he can inform us, and his money is very well safe, and his 100% money will be refunded to him. So if anybody from Haryana has already enrolled, and if you find that okay, tomorrow there are some uh, government regulation which says that okay, internet will not be allowed in Haryana, so please inform us so that necessary things can be done for all those participants, right? Today's workshop on 6th and 7th of Feb, which will be a good time to start some good fresh trades. So in these 2 days workshop, we really discuss the latest data, and then maybe if you understand things well, from 8th February you can initiate some of the trades. And calendar spreads, double calendar spreads on 13th of Feb. These are the upcoming workshops. Want to join these workshops? You can contact us on these numbers. You can write to us at info at the rate the option school in also. Right? What about likes? Okay, just few likes short of that triple digit mark, and I know all of you will do the needful and bring the number of likes to a much higher level. Thanks to all of you for doing that. Share this video to somebody who is really panicking about markets, that okay, what is happening. Share this video. At least hopefully this video will be able to reduce some kind of a stress, because psychologically it gives a lot of stress that okay, everyday market is tanking down by more than 1%. It's almost 200 points almost every day. So don't feel bad about that. As an option seller, falling markets, rising markets, all are same for you. You are not invested uh, in a way that okay, only rising markets will give you profit. So share this video to somebody whom you think will get little bit of uh, will get rid of some psychological pressure. And write your comments, suggestions, ideas, feedbacks, any trades you feel would be very appropriate for budget. We are planning that okay, maybe in the middle of the day, somewhere around 1:45 to 2 o'clock, if possible we will do a live video at that time also for 15-20 minutes, depending upon how the budget things are panning out, so that to cool off the nerves if there is really a need for that. So 1:45 to 2 o'clock, would you like us to do that? Please write it in the comment section. If required, we definitely will do it on the budget day during the market hours. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that you get all the notifications of our live videos, right? What's Mr. Akshay saying? How to reduce margin? Deep in the money, short strangle. Deep in the money, short strangle. Again, if it's like it's in the money from put side. If you buy a put, definitely it will reduce margin. If it is in the money from call side, means that hopefully it will be on put side because market has gone down by 1,000 points. So maybe you are having something like 14,200 put or something like that. So buy some put, right? So buy weekly put or buy even a monthly put now. Definitely the margin will get reduced. Sometimes what we have seen that for a strangle you have to buy a very cheap call also, a very cheap put also. Then only the margin gets reduced. But if you do a fairly close put, suppose your put is 14,000 and you even if you buy something like 13,400, 13,500, that will definitely reduce the margin. And if you feel, break the trade, bring the put side down, bring the call side down, and make it much more balanced without losing much premium, Akshay, right? We will surely need your expert thoughts in live markets. Let's see, Rajiv ji, and all of you need to write us in the comment section that yes, you will be interested and you will be joining. It should not happen that okay, we are sitting there and only only 20 people are there, right? So we would love to have all of you, and we will also find out a slot that okay, where things have already been announced and now what is happening in the markets, and if you have anything which is stuck up, how we can help you out. So if we get the feel of that, we definitely will come and uh, just as a goodwill gesture try to help in case there are any stuck up positions, right? Have a great weekend, enjoy your weekend and enjoy the budget on first. Do not feel panic, don't do any trades on panic, and try to avoid new trades on budget. If any of your trades are giving profit, uh, take it with both the hands, book the profit and sit tight, and then we will see what to do in the upcoming days. Thanks to all of you. Have a great weekend and see you all definitely on Monday, 9 p.m. Thank you.